This is TWiT.
What day is Sunday?
It's Mother's Day.
Well, it's time, that means, for our semi-annual call to my mother.
Mm-hmm.
Mary Laporte is on the FaceTime. Hi, Mom.
Hey, darling, and you just said that word that comes down to Groucho Marx.
What?
Mother's Day. But I wasn't going to say
What does Groucho Marx have to do with Mother's Day?
Because in that old show,
the duck came down. Say the
Yeah.
secret word, win $1 million. Yeah, actually, it was $100 because that was in those days. That was
$1 million.
That was some real money.
Mm-hmm.
Hi, Mother. Happy Mother's Day.
still is real for me.
And we should say Mother's Day is May 12th. It might not be this Sunday.
We're a little earlier.
Well, because you need to be early to get the best gift.
Yeah, that's my first mistake is I wait until like the Saturday before Mother's Day and then I go, it's Mother's Day, and then I have to do something. Do you celebrate Mother's Day, Mama? Will you feel bad if I don't send you something?
Yes. You're egging me on. You're egging me on about that.
What?
I'll tell you what I want.
What do you want? I sent you a big tub of popcorn.
You did?
Yeah.
That's enough.
So my nephews, her grandkids, come over to their college kids, come over to her house, but apparently they won't go unless there's good popcorn available for them. Is that right, Mom? That's the important thing.
Well, they always come hungry, and before we order food out on your ticket,
yes,
they like to munch on something, and they got very sad when there was no more popcorn.
So you were right. You said you said, and I don't. Was this a hint that I should order some more? Because you said, I can't find that popcorn anywhere.
No, I went on the internet looking for that big bucket of popcorn.
Yeah.
And it isn't on there.
No, so I went to the Amazon site where I had ordered it the first place, and apparently they don't make it anymore. There must be a great popcorn shortage, but I found another source for Popcornopolis, I think it's called. And now this is the other thing is I was a little disconcerted because you said it's like what is it, a 5-gallon? It's a big can, right?
Darling. I'm using it as wastebaskets now. I love it.
After eating the popcorn, I should point out.
It has a tin lid. Yeah. It's fabulous.
Yeah. So, but it didn't have dividers, right? They mixed all the different flavors.
Yeah, which is fun.
Well, it might be fun, but I don't think it's how it's supposed to be. So if you don't, okay, so here's the deal. The one I'm sending you does have dividers.
Oh,
so you have the cheesy corn, the caramel corn, the buttery corn.
Well, see, there's always somebody. It's like in a book club. There's always one section that thinks they're better than everything else.
Yeah.
Everything else.
Yeah.
And so both
they
boys
overshare. The caramel corn overshares.
They like the caramel corn, and they will eat it all up.
Yeah.
So I'm going to empty it all together and mix it.
Oh, interesting.
So so that's what I was going to tell you. If you don't like the dividers, you could pull them out, and it'll all kind of.
Hey, you know what's weird? Know what's weird? It looks like it's raining on your head. It looks like it's raining in the background of my picture.
It's I think it's just noise.
It's probably atmosphere.
Yeah, you get. Unfortunately, when we do it, I'm calling you on my iPad. You're on your iPad Pro.
Yes.
Yeah. So I'm on my iPad, and so you get a kind of weird shot because of the way the iPad is tilted and has to be for the camera. So you get me kind of looking off. I'm over. You can see I'm over in the corner.
I can't even look at you because I have to look at the black dot the whole time.
You mean this thing, the camera?
Yeah.
You can look at me if you want.
Well, it looks sort of furtive. I dart my eyes over and look at you.
Yeah.
That's nothing's normal.
You're looking askance. You're like, your head's toward, and then you look over out of the corner of your eye.
Do I look, am I looking right now?
Yes, you look normal now.
I'm looking at the black dot.
Yeah.
That's like the inside of my head right now, so okay.
What, a black dot?
Hey, I want to tell you about Mother's Day presents.
Yeah.
First of all, it's all ridiculous, but we won't go into that subject matter.
What do you mean it's all ridiculous?
It's made up by the card companies.
It's a Hallmark holiday?
Yeah, it's opportunity for guilt. There's enough going on for guilt anyway, and it's an opportunity,
Don't you like that?
Yeah.
Does that let us off the hook? Like if I don't send you a card or wish you Happy Mother's Day?
No, I know what I want, because I want to do a little thing about that. People shouldn't send bouquets. And I'll tell you why.
Because that's what we were going to send you. So don't do that?
Because the florists know that their cheapest option is to put in great big giant lilies.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now, there's a few things wrong with lilies.
What's wrong with lilies?
Which they're huge.
Yeah.
They smell. All right, we'll talk about this.
They smell like somebody. It's a funeral. It smells like a funeral.
No, you said it. That's what it is.
Yeah.
That's why it's a real depressant. It smells like a funeral.
Probably left over from the funeral.
Yeah, and it has terrible gold pollen on, what is it called? Pistil or stamen? On its pistil.
It's pistil.
It has gold pollen on its pistil. If you touch it, you can never get rid of it.
That's true.
If it gets on your clothing,
that's true.
Goodbye. That's the end of that.
That's how the lily reproduces. If it didn't do that, the bees would shake it off and go to another plant.
Yeah. So, and anyway, so that's a bad thing.
So don't send flowers. How about chocolates?
Chocolates, everyone at this time feels fat.
True.
Now, if you're from,
Are you getting ready for bikini weather, Mom?
I've always been ready for bikini. you know that. I mean, that's my secret. Oh my God.
So what should I personally? A card? How about a card? Can I send you a card?
You don't have to give me this, but there's something I always want.
What's that?
In the plant range. See, first of all, advice to people: if you want to give your mother a bouquet, give her a potted plant that lasts all year.
That's a good idea.
And that she's frugal, at least, not in California, she's not frugal. She doesn't have to be. But in New England, you're frugal.
Mom lives in Rhode Island, I should explain. So
I'm not, I don't even mention it. It's embarrassing.
Why?
But anyway.
Why? Because it's the smallest state?
It's known for two things.
What?
Criminality, the mafia, Buddy Ciesi.
Yeah.
And
former mayor of Providence, who's now in jail. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Newport, which nobody can relate to at all.
The Vanderbilt mansions, all the big mansions on the beach there. Yeah.
In between is all the people.
Actually, you know what else Rhode Island is known for, by the way?
What?
Coffee milk.
Oh yeah, I get frozen coffee milk. It's good. It is good.
Yeah, in fact,
it's Brady's favorite.
There's a debate between the two different kinds of coffee milk. A little later on MacBreak Weekly, Rich Siegel's going to join us. He also lives in Rhode Island. And he sent me Eclipse. But there's another brand of coffee milk that Rhode Island's famous for. It's also famous for, and I remember this, Dell's lemonade, frozen lemonade.
Yeah, and that's the other thing. Yeah. My milkman now delivers in convenient quart size as opposed to the gallons that he pushes all the time. One is made of coffee milk with cream in it. It is delicious.
Yeah.
The other is made from Dell's lemonade.
Perfect. There it is. There it is. Yeah. Dell's lemonade.
Yeah.
Frozen. It's frozen. It's really good.
Believe me, you would be amazed at the difference between Grubhub delivery system in Rhode Island and Sonoma County.
Well, that's another thing I want to suggest for Mother's Day. We're doing this for Lisa's mom is going in for hip surgery today. Be glad you don't have to do that, Mom.
What kind of surgery?
Hip surgery. Hip.
I thought you said lip.
No, hip.
I was really worried.
Hip surgery. I know, no, hip surgery. And so we're setting them up with DoorDash, which is another delivery.
You set me up already.
Yeah, and so you use DoorDash. Originally we used, I think, Grubhub. But that's another nice thing to do for a parent is say, hey, look, it's set up. It's on the credit card. It's on your phone if they have a smartphone.
Oh, and it's so nice.
You like that, huh?
Oh, I couldn't live without it.
Yeah.
Except that I'm critical of the food that's in Rhode Island because they sure don't have Al Forno on DoorDash.
Al Forno is the fanciest restaurant in Providence. It's a very famous restaurant, and it's very good.
Yeah, it's excellent.
Yeah.
What about an iPad?
How about an iPad, Mama?
What about the iPad Mini? She needs another iPad.
Oh, look, see, an iPad Mini. Wouldn't you like one of these little teeny ones?
You gave me that already.
No, I gave you the big one like this. You
gave me both of them.
Oh,
you did.
You
remember?
Do you have too many iPads?
No, I do all my drawings on the small one.
Oh.
I use this big one when I go on with you on here.
Yeah, because this one is the one that you're supposed to. This one is the one that has a fancy pencil. And I sent you a pencil too, so you could draw on this one.
Both of them have a pencil.
Yeah. Which program do you use to draw with? My mom's quite an artist.
I use what is it? Procreate.
Procreate. Yeah. Procreate. Yeah.
It's a little too complicated for me because I don't want to do layers, and I haven't learned all that stuff.
Right.
But I use it, or on both iPads you can use it.
Yeah.
They each have a different pencil. You can't use the old pencil.
She's pretty darn smart, isn't she? Mm-hmm. She knows her stuff. That's good.
Now, this is what I want for Mother's Day.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yes. What would you like for Mother's Day, Mama?
You're avoiding that like the plague.
I really am.
See what I mean? It's guilt. It is horrible. You know what? You think I would mind if you didn't give me anything for Mother's Day?
I think you would hold it against me.
I think I would jump up and well, I'm not going to tell you what I would do because actually I want something.
What?
I want a Meyer lemon tree in a pot.
Like a little one.
No, the White Flower Farm has them. It's potted.
Okay.
And I had one.
Oh, I'll send you that.
I had one for 3 years.
Yeah.
And I ate Meyer lemons off of it.
So how big is it? I mean, it's big enough to
when it comes as a plant, it's a house plant, so it's about 2 feet, or it's pretty big.
Oh, it's pretty big. Okay.
And it has lemons. It has flowers and lemons.
Oh, I'll definitely send you that. That's a great gift.
You put it outside all summer. And then you take it in. I had it for 3 years. I adored it.
What happened?
Well, it's, I don't know. I don't know. I can't remember. I don't know what happened.
I can't keep mine alive either. I've had one too.
Those are the best lemons, though. They're thin. The skin is thin, and they're sweet, right? They're delicious lemons.
This is what I lined our long driveway of the farm in Santa Cruz.
Back when we lived in Santa Cruz, when I was in high school.
I lined it with Meyer lemons, and in front of them, lavender. Oh. A hedge of lavender.
That sounds very fragrant.
It was heaven. Yeah. When I moved, I cut all the lavender and put it in all the moving boxes.
You took the lavender when you moved?
It was so fragrant. Of course I took the lavender.
Oh, but you left the bushes. You just took the top of them.
I cut the lavender.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We had avocados, right? Remember, they were really good.
We had 7 producing avocados. And I had planted them so that they had avocados all year.
Oh, so nice. And then, by the way, Postmates, I'm being told by Scooter X, who is our resident Googler, he Googles everything, Postmates will deliver Al Forno in Providence. So I'm going to set your iPhone up with, it's like Grubhub, or it's another delivery company, Postmates.
Yeah, but it depends where they deliver it, because maybe they don't go to Cranston.
Yeah, she lives just outside of Providence, just over the line of Providence.
Oh, yeah.
We don't deliver to Cranston.
That's right. People don't. I keep saying the Edgewood section of Cranston. I have to say that whole thing to get any attention. But you know what? They won't. There's a lot of things on Atwell's Avenue that are good. Vendor ravioli is up. They won't deliver to Cranston.
Really? Atwell's Avenue is the Italian section of Providence, where the mafia, the very famous Providence mafia, hangs out. And actually, there's the first episode of Crime Town, the podcast, is all about the Providence mafia.
Oh.
It's so well known. The only other thing that's known is everybody always uses as a measure, they say, as small as Rhode Island. That's the final thing.
Just the same size as my thumbnail. It's not very big. Mom, I love you. It's so great to talk to you. Meyer lemon tree. I'm making a note of that. That makes much better than cut flowers. A living plant, but not an orchid. Not an orchid. Sometimes people send us orchids, And they're devilishly hard to keep alive.
Yeah, that's true.
No, orchids are easy if you know what to do with them.
Oh, so you wouldn't mind an orchid?
I would rather have a lemon tree.
Okay, I will send you a lemon tree. Actually, Megan has already found them.
Yeah, well, there's one on Williams-Sonoma. Is that a good place to get one?
Well,
there's one in the East Coast at White Flower Farm.
White Flower Farm. Okay. I'm going to remember that. Yeah, Williams-Sonoma would be safe, probably. Mm-hmm. And it was, what, $80?
Yeah, $70.
So that's, I mean, honestly, a nice bouquet is at least $50, right? Mm-hmm. So, yeah.
I'm sorry if saying something so expensive, but you know what? It lasts for 3 years.
Yeah, that's a gift that keeps on giving. You get lemons.